All right, so round one, I'm up against Ryan Rocks here for this battle of an in-person Guardian Cup. I lead with my Gold Duck into a Gorgeist. I'm going to swap out because this is not the place that I really want to see the gold or the Gorgeist. Swap into my Dusclops here because Dusclops got a pretty decent matchup. It's pretty tanky, so when the inevitable switch out comes in, I'll be able to do some good stuff. Because he's throwing the Shadow Ball here, I want to try to get this Ice Punch off, do some super effective damage. Um, Hopefully, maybe get a shield back so we're even in shields. And don't get the shield back. He swaps out, and then now I'm down a shield in not the greatest matchup because I don't have anything good to throw at this cast form that just came in. But I'm not going to shield anything this cast form throws at me. Hopefully, he uses a bunch of energy on me. That way, my Amphimos can come in, just clean it up when it's done, and then I can get some shields back later. Here comes in a Weather Ball. Just going to tank it. Like I said, there's no point shielding here. Dusclops is kind of tanky. Uh, just get some chip damage off. It's about the best I can do. And then also continuing to throw Ice Punches, even though they're both resisted. Um, Ice Punch, I've already shown when I threw it at the Gorgeist, so don't reveal this. No need to reveal that I don't have Shadow Punch um, for potential other matchups. And I did get a shield back, which is nice. So now my Dusclops wasn't as much of a waste here. So now we're gonna come back in with this Amphimos, farm up. Amphimos isn't overly worried about anything that this cast form is going to throw at me. It's probably a weather ball here. So we're going to save that shield for a different time in which I need it. And in comes another weather ball. I shield up here because Amphimos is kind of squishy. So don't want to tank two weather balls. That would leave me in a really bad spot. And I've got almost a focus blast coming in for whatever comes in next. I'm assuming the Gorgeist is going to come back in. It's going to resist the Volt switches and also my Focus Punch that I'm throwing and this Thunder Punch here. So we're just going to throw the Thunder Punch. He shields up. We get another Thunder Punch off. Just trying to get through, kill this Gorgeist off, so then that way my Golduck in the back here can kind of just clean up this match. Um, because this was the biggest threat to my Golduck on his team, and knowing that he just threw the energy, he swapped out right away. He didn't want to get me charged up, and then there's the Dragonite in the back. So I feel pretty good. I feel like I got this one in the bag. That the Gorgeist doesn't have a whole lot of energy, or doesn't have any energy. He's gonna throw Dragon Claw here. I live, and then I get this Ice Beam off, and then I should have just enough health to be able to water gun down that the Gorgeist in the back here, because that Gorgeist is very low on health. Water gun does a little more damage than those than the hexes. So now we're gonna go into game two. Uh, so I kind of look back at what I saw. I saw the Gorgeist lead into a Dragonite, and the other thing, my lineup was pretty fine. So I think I just swapped up my lead. Now I see the cast form here. Again, this is not kind of where I didn't really want this lined up here, but it's better than something else. So I'm going to swap into the Golduck, try to get some an energy advantage for the switch out, and maybe get some reline up. And then there's the Gorgeist. Again, this isn't a matchup I want to see. I'm going to go straight Ice Beam. Um, Hopefully, either kill it here or take the shield. Got the shield. And then he's going to come in with a Seed Bomb. And then, because obviously it's super effective, lower energy move. So I'm going to shield that up here. And then we're gonna go and then just kind of try to farm. And then here comes in the other one. I'm not gonna shield this one. I actually thought I was gonna die here, and then I wasted my shield. But as we will find out, barely lives it. Really good. So instead of trying to get the second ice beam, which I don't think I'll get to, I think I'd get Hex down before that's possible. I just go for the crash shot, and he wasn't counting. So we got the shield, 2 shields to 1. Golduck kind of did his job, got me a shield advantage. So we're gonna come back in with this Dusclops. Um, Pretty certain this is a Shadow Ball. We're gonna shield it up because then I'll be able to get that Ice Punch off, take out this Gourgeist, and then with Ampharmos in the back, should be set to take out almost anything I see. Um, got practically 2 full mons. One of them's a spam cannon. Oh yeah, we're gonna come back into this. We're gonna swap into this Ampharmos, and there's no switch out, which was kind of weird for me. Like I was curious as to what he had in the back. Talked to him after it. I even said that I would have, if knowing that he's got a Dragonite in the back, I would have swapped into the Dragonite. That Dragon Breath would have put on a lot of pressure. My Volt switches and my Thunder Punches would have been neutral to it, with the flying Dragon typing, Dragon resisting Electric, flying, uh, being super effective too. It's going to kind of cancel each other out there. And he was just thinking, well, Dragonite's a flyer. You don't bring a flyer in on an electric type. And from that aspect, yeah, that's fine. But you're taking super effective damage from the water type, and you also know I have Ice Punch, and so the Dusclops is just going to come in here and clean up. And then game 3, because I've already kind of got it in the bag, we're gonna run kind of a spicier team, for the funds, and we'll see how that one goes. But it was good games 1 and 2. Some small play mistakes on my opponent's part, probably. Like it said, saw the Ampharmos swap in. Probably should have just came in with that Dragonite, and then could have gotten a Dragon Claw off on the Ampharmos, probably taking that out, and then I would have had a hard time. He would have had a better matchup with the Gourgeist or not Gourgeist, the Rainy Cast form on my Dusclops. And then game 3, so I lead with my Garchomp. I built him for this for fun. He brings in the Gourgeist. I swap in to my Dusclops. It's the better matchup. Sea Bombs are going to be neutral because got the ground typing on the Garchomp and the Dragon typing. Makes Grass a neutral matchup. I probably could have thrown a Sand Tomb just to get the defense debuff, but I didn't save the energy because I liked it up against that Ninetales that I saw. First time we've seen the Ninetales from him. But they would throw the ice punch, no shield, get the other one off before he can get to the second Shadow Ball. So this is either a shield or going to take it out. I'm pretty sure he doesn't shield here, just cutting his loss. Oh, he shields, meaning he's probably close to that Shadow Ball. This Gourgeist is almost dead. 1 or 2 Dragon Tails from my Garchomp should take it out. So we're just not going to shield the Shadow Ball. Let uh, let Dusclops go down. He kind of did his job, took a shield, and took out the Gourgeist. Gourgeist, again, kind of one of the bigger threats to my team, especially this team that I'm running, with having the Psychic Steel type in the back, and definitely rather have this matchup here, because that Ninetales would do hurt, or massive hurt to my Bronzong in the back. So we get the defense drop off of that, then in comes the Steelix. We go for another defense drop here, that and ground type being super effective. And then we're going to swap into the Bronzong just because neither matchup is really all that great for Bronzong. I'd rather have it here with the resistant fast move. I'm going to take a lot of damage off these crunches. I know I need that shield for that. Ninetales definitely got a fire weather ball, and my Garchomp in the back does not have a whole lot of health. So when that comes back in, we're going to need that there. So here we go for the Bulldoze. He's got no shields anyways. This is going to do probably just take out this, almost takes out this Steelix here. Still can't shield here because need that shield for in the back, but it's not going to matter anyways because at that point I knew I kind of lost. I wasn't going to be able to take out this fast enough before the Ninetales comes in, and had any chance I need to take out that Steelix, save that shield for that fire weather ball coming in. So now we're about to head to round 2. Uh, round 2 here is against Battle Pupsy, part of the Kakana Kakunas, doing really well. they're in factions. Gonna battle him. I lead with my Garchomp. He brings in the uh, the Vigoroth here, and we're not gonna shield up. Or no, we do shield this Body Slam. Sorry, my mistake. So shield up that Body Slam. We're just gonna go kind of farm up for this Outrage. And here comes the other Body Slam. I go down 2 shields here, I'm pretty sure, because I've got all that energy on my Garchomp. So we don't want it to go to waste. So we do that, farm up a little more. We're just going to completely farm them down. And then we're just going to... And then when there's... In comes the Bronzong. So we're going to resist... It's going to resist my Dragon Tails, but we got some nice, super effective defense-dropping Sand Teams to throw its way. Weaken this kind of steel wall here a little bit. Also, don't want to bring in my Heracross against it. You know, it's super neutral, but it's going to be doing super effective with it having the fighting type. Golduck here is probably my best bring in. Can farm it down with the water guns, with the double defense D drop and not taking any super effective damage. And then we got a Greninja that comes in. I don't know if he just doesn't know what Golduck's potential moves are. A lot of people don't. It's also very swish Armanite with its charge move. We throw that we throw the cross chop. Not too worried about anything here, so the fact that I'm down 2 shields isn't all that big for me. In comes the Surf, and away we go. So now, I'm going to go into the next match. So Garchomp against a normal type cast form here. So we're going to just kind of go. This, I'm pretty sure, is a Weather Ball with as fast as that was. So we're just going to let it through because, not very effective. We resist other ground type, or we resist rock type. So build up to the Outrage, look at it. I probably can just farm down here. So I think I'm just going to let this other Weather Ball through and farm down and then unload my energy at the next spot in, put a lot of shield pressure on. That was the game plan, kind of with the Garchomp lead in this matchup. But we get to switch out to a Golbat. So then we're going to quick throw this, get that defense D-drop, and then I'm pretty sure I swap out here. Looking at what I got in the back, we were going to swap into that Golduck with the defense E-drop. We're going to try to get that Ice Beam off. Pretty sure this is a Poison Fang. No shield it, not the hardest of hitting move. Yeah, it's got stab. It's going to drop my defense as well. So we're both, neg 1 defense. Almost certain this is another one, but with the defense D-drop, I don't know how. And I took a good chunk of damage off the first one. We're going to shield this one up just to guarantee I get to that Ice Beam. So now I'm either going to take his last shield or I get the kill here. Those are kind of the options when I go for the Ice Beam. And shield it up. All right, so shield's down. Now we just kind of try to water gun down because I'm not going to get to a move before he does. At this point, pretty sure I'm just dead to a Poison Fang. Poison Fang comes in, takes it out. Pretty sure I come back in with the Garchomp, get one Dragon Tail, takes out that Golbat, and then we just kind of unload the Sandtomb on whatever comes back in. It's a Marowak, so even better than what I thought. He's a newer battler as well, so some of these type matchups and stuff are just unknown to him, and it's a Hex Marowak, so which is kind of surprising, meaning I'm going to take even less damage. I'll take more damage than a resisted Fire Spin, but a lot of defense D-drop, and now I got Heracross, and there's that normal cast form in the back, so that's almost dead, so kind of nice, easy cleanup. Alright, so now we go to the third round. This is Velamort, or probably butchered that name. She's a good battler. Hasn't been battling a lot recently. Just like Ryan Rocks, also great battler from round 1. Just hopping into this Silph season now because we're back to in-persons. Love the in-person. Gonna be glad to start doing more of them again. But anyways, against her lineup, I saw the Alola Molo come out against my Bronzong in the lead, And I was like, well, it could have been a worse lead. So we're just gonna we're gonna fight this one out. I know the charge moves either take forever to get to and are resisted, or for both of them because it's probably Blizzard Psychic. So or Hydro Pump Psychic. Hydro Pump is probably going to do the most, but it takes forever to get to. And I am running Heavy Slam Bulldoze, more or less because I was worried about Dragon type or not Dragon types, but the Dragonairs that I might run into at this tournament. I went with a really spicy lineup for this tournament. I already had my rank one in, so I figured I was going to have some fun with it, and then I ended up going 3-0, which was just kind of a cherry on the cake. So like I built Garchomp for this tournament specifically. I built Golduck for this tournament specifically, and I think I might have built one more of the mons that I used. The other ones I just kind of already had pre-built from other cups. And then after getting double shield and my Bronzong going down to come in with the Amphimos to clean that up, she brings back in an Amphimos as well. So we're gonna go straight Focus Blast here. Her shields are down. Bronzong took both the shields with those heavy slams, so that way the Alomomola can win the lead matchup. And then we see the Pelipper in the back, and we are so happy here. We're just gonna throw up a shield because this is, even though it's a weather ball, Amphimos is a little squishy, but we just need to make sure we get to this Thunder Punch and Thunder Punch, or get this Thunder Punch off, and this Pelipper is out for the count. So, and then here in round two, I think I catch a pretty decent lead matchup. I switch up my team a little bit, or oh no, she counters my lead. I went with the same lineup just because it's like do it once and it works. Show me you got something for a response, and that's a Fire Spin Marowak. So Bronzong really doesn't want to see that one. We swap in to this, and then we get hard countered by the Steelix here. So we're gonna go for a bait because Volt Switch charges fast. Charge up that Focus Blast. Maybe I can get a shield here. You know, this isn't a matchup Amphimos really wants to see. It's kind of not the greatest. You can one shot a Steelix pretty easy if you get that Focus Blast off. Two shield scenarios, it's kind of hard to do that. So we're gonna go shield up this Crunch. Knew it was the Crunch coming. Didn't get to that Earthquake. We're gonna go for this Focus Blast. See if I can get a shield potentially, or if not, just threaten the KO and to win the switch. Calls bait again. So it's good for me. But I am down a shield now. I did win switch. Comes back in with his Marowak. Bone clubs me out of there. So then I swap into the Golduck. You know, Golduck's better, resisting that fire spin. Gonna resist that bone, or not resist the Bone Club, but Bone Club's not very effective. Um, and then I'm just worried about Shadow Ball or Shadow Bone. I haven't seen what the other one is yet. I personally just run Shadow Ball. I don't see the biggest of the difference between the two. And then we got this Galvantula that comes in, and Golduck doesn't want to see Galvantula. So we're like, well, Bronzong really doesn't want to see it either. Lunges being neutral with the Psychic Steel typing there, Steel resisting, Psychic being super effective to bug types. But we'll go for the Bulldoze, see if we can get that. Got the shield. So now we're all tied up in the shield department. And I know I'm going to need that shield for the Golduck if I've got any chance of winning this game too. But still didn't take out that the Galvantula here, which Golduck doesn't love whatsoever. Like water types don't love their electric types, especially one with a decently hitting fast move as some pressure. I need a shield here. I can maybe survive a Shadow Bone if that's what they've got on the Marowak. Probably not though. And then here comes the last lunge to just take out this Golduck here. And Golduck goes down. Kind of what I thought was going to happen. Kind of lost that lead. They had good swaps. Kind of just couldn't get anything lined up. So we catch a really good lead. We switch it up, figuring they saw a Bronzong lead 2 games in a row. We went to the Garchomp, figuring that they might have a potential counter to that. and then we get swapped out into the Pelipper. We're gonna throw the Sand Tomb just so that way we can get that defense drop, and then let that Amphimos come in and just soak up all this nice juicy farm off of this Pelipper. Um, Pelipper's gonna get a Weather Ball off. We're just gonna let it come through. It's not gonna be very effective. We're gonna take that damage. And Amphimos isn't the bulkiest thing, but it isn't the glassiest thing either. It's kind of somewhere in the middle there. And then the Steelix comes in. So she's down a shield. So I'm like, all right, I feel like she's probably going to try to call my bait, saving her shield, or call bait, saving shield here. So we're just going to go straight Focus Blast. Shields it up. Not too bad. All shields down now. Let's see how far we can get. Here comes a crunch. Um, I have the Golduck in the back there too. The Golduck is going to come in after this as well. And then as soon as that switch timer comes up, she's going to want to get that Steelix out of here. Um, so in comes the Galvantula. We'll shield this up. It's going to be a lunge just in case this was a discharge needed to shield there. Whereas as soon as my switch timer is up, I come back in with this Garchomp, and then we're just gonna throw as many Sand Tombs as we can at this Steelix here to chip away and drop that defense. It's gonna be resisting my Dragon Tails because Steel resists Dragon, and then it's also gonna be throwing super effective Dragon Tails at me because it gets Dragon Tail. Here comes in a crunch. Probably could have farmed up more here against my Garchomp, but the crunch doesn't take me out, so get the farm anyways. Good thing. Just was almost at that Sand Tomb, which would have taken this out, but Golduck's got the Cross Chop. Cross Chop's going to come in, going to throw that, take out the Steelix, and that's the tournament. Thanks Kakana, the Electric City, the Kakana group for hosting. Was glad to be able to be there in person again. It felt so good seeing a lot of some of the old faces. Hope that they keep doing them, keep doing more, and I hope some more of the local groups start doing the uh, the in person thing again. I'd like to do more, and this is my first attempt at actually showcasing my own match. Uh, for any of the viewers that I do have, I hope you enjoyed.